game for it. The Alistar takeaway for me was a decent idea. Definitely protects the Gwen and makes her life a little bit easier in this game. So we'll see if the Shy is able to be big and pop off.
Lucky proc sends him down to about 60% HP, as you said. Getting ready for those neutral objectives to spawn. It's Monkey getting priority around this dragon, but actually starting it up. Meanwhile, Vampire going for a roam here onto Rookie.
Good roam.
Doesn't even get the chance to use his flash as Karis times his charm beautifully. Gonna get probably 2 of those 3 grubs, but might come at the cost of something else. As Monkey might come in here. No, gets smited away by JJ, but he has to flash away. It's matched by Summoner Spells of the mid-jungle of WE though, and JJ will drop 2 for nothing so far in this game for Team WE as Taeyeon and Vampire for WE. As the dragon has been started up by Invictus, they should be able to lock this one down. But Monkey has it level 6 and first engages in with the dredge line for Vampire.
JJ
target is JJ, gets hit up by the season desist. Taeyeon is within the ultimate range, so should be able to do enough damage. But here comes the Shy. The needlework is shredding apart WE. But Taeyeon will use the killer instinct to get away here from the Gwen for now. JJ still alive, finally will drop to the Kaisa, but it'll get matched by the Shy, taking him down as they go 3 for 2 overall. And the fact he sneaks back into the enemy jungle.
Monkey has a hell of an angle on Gala, who's on a ward.
Yeah, here he goes. Spotted on a ward. Here comes Taeyeon, combined with the cease and desist. Gala, sure to be in trouble. He pops the barrier, survives for a little bit longer. Here comes the Shy. Rookie on the flank as well. It'll make it a 1-for-1 as Taeyeon will drop Monkey in the next to follow. But in comes Cube. Lands that public execution. Mako will surely go down. Now it's up to him and Karis to try to save the fight. But the Shy and JJ will be able to win it here for IG. They go 3 for 2 once again.
The Shy was the big eyes open because in a classic IG game, right? A little bit of a quicker pace here at Grapes and have a couple players that are getting a little bit more out of control. Have gold. Karis 4-0-1. Not the Torch, but the Malignance on the Ares. So the real old school build. And we'll see if they can pressure the Shy, who is pretty far up, and everyone's going to go on the Shy.
Cease and desist once again here from Monkey, combined with public execution, but the Shy living for a long time. Needlework killing him up. Finally, he will go down as the shutdown goes towards Karis once again. Very fed on this Ari, but will he be fed enough to win this fight? As Cube goes a little bit too far forward, and Gala will get the kill.
Yeah, the Cube kind of walked over the rocks, stunned himself, was a bit of an oopsie, and that execute on the Shy was good, a little bit too far up.
Right now, just JJ hitting onto the dragon, but now the Shy has arrived. All 5 members of IG are here. Monkey is back. Wall. Jumps over the wall. It's going to be a 50-50 potentially if he gets into the pit, but instead, it's going to be the collapse here onto JJ. He goes on to Monkey first. The smite is secured by Invictus Gaming, and nobody's died just yet. Vampire in the middle of everybody with the aftershock on top of him, but the public execution goes back onto JJ. Mako has to flash on out. Karis flashes himself. The needlework goes wide, but the Shy is down onto Karis, but Karis has not fallen just yet. Monkey the next target. IG are running away with this team fight as they get all 3 kills, maybe looking for a 4th. Karis still alive. Charm gets
the Shy
immune away from him, and the Shy will shut him down.
Great reaction from the Shy. A beautiful fight from him and Mako, who I thought created a ton of space in the middle on the Alistar yet again. As IG, in what was a close game, really shut WE out in that fight, make it look clean, Grapes. As I think the buy Ari execute that came in, A, it wasn't enough damage or gas in the tank, and then B, Mako, when we get the replay, really split Team WE up in the middle of the fight, bought so much time and space to really reset their battle lines, and I think that was a big difference before IG, as it really enabled the Shy to take over the back half.
And now Cube could be in trouble as the Otacon goes down. It is the Voracious. It means that there will be false lives, even if Cube can get one back, but he will not be able to, as Rookie will get his first kill of the game.
Yeah, still props to IG. That was a beautiful wall from Rookie, too, that really opened up the opportunity to go on Monkey early on like that. So love the use of terrain there from IG and Rookie, and love this Rift Herald too.
Another wall.
They're gonna lock him in. Monkey.
Oh, it cuts off Monkey. He's gonna be in so much trouble. The Chain of Corruption plus all the damage comes down onto him. That's another 4v5 on the map here for IG. They still have the Voracious Otacon buff on them for another 30 seconds. That should maybe be the end of it if they want it, but instead they're gonna back away and turn their sights onto another target.
I think that's really smart, actually, from IG to leave that inhib up. Meanwhile, this is going to be a little bit risky to hit the turret. Yeah, because he would have ended up behind the turret if he ends up hitting it. So, JJ is going to take that Herald, or that Shelly.
Crowd loved it.
Yeah, on the way out. I mean, I love the push from IG. Again, these walls from Rookie did highlight his Talia. That must have still been tracking the fact that Weaver's wall was up or something goofy like that. I have no idea. That was a goofy one. Regardless, Karis is going to be spotted here. Rookie.
Nice charm combined with Monkey. This is the pick that we need to see. On to Rookie. They will shut him down as Karis picks up the gold. Teleports will match from the top laners, but the Shy will be here sooner rather than later. Target going to be Cube. Use the public execution to try to escape. There comes the Shy though. The needlework shredding apart WE. Vampire will fall. The next target could be Mako as WE answer one right back. Overall a 2 for 2 on the map, but the Shy is still very, very strong here in this team fight. Charm will get dashed away from as Karis is all out of juice now.
Yeah, the Shy tries to get a little bit more damage off. Gonna have to walk away now, but honestly 2 for 2, just given that WE is behind. I would say it's worth, but that's not enough to actually prevent the hextech soul going over as IG been doing their due diligence on the rift, stacking up these dragons, and it's gonna potentially pay off in a soul here, as we do have Karis TPing mid, but he has no ultimate, no way to check this, so it's just going to be Hextech Soul going over, and you're giving that to a Poke Varus and a Talia. They secured Hextech Soul for free off that fight, and you give a Poke Varus, a Talia, a Hextech Soul, and this game is going to end quite quickly as the Shy making quick work of that inner turret on the top lane, and all sights for IG set on this Baron as they're taking full control over this topside river.
And now for WE, just have to continue to try to find picks. It's going to be harder and harder to do so, though, as IG knows that that's the win condition that can lose them this game. So the Baron going to be started up. 5 members of IG all on the top side of the map. Monkey on the way, but not there just yet. Can Hexgate over, as everyone on IG knows that he's there. Could get targeted out.
Oh, the Shy
jumps over the wall. Weaver's wall comes out from Rookie. WE's jungler now completely out of the picture here for this Baron. Just went way too far forward to try to go for some sort of smite before he was even taken down. There goes the cease and desist on to Rookie. No follow-up is here from any member of WE as the Shy is opened up here with the needlework. They try to find somebody, but everybody's way too tanky here on Invictus Gaming side. Mako with a 2-man pull. Karis is down. Taeyun is down. And that should just about do it here in this game. Cube, the last remaining survivor, but he will drop like a balloon as IG pick up the full ace and are marching down middle lane.
A good game from IG again, really in the mid game after the first couple skirmishes grades. We were thinking of, hey, the Shy, he was sitting at 3-0-3. We had Karis at like 4-1, 5-1 in this game. I think Karis going that Banshee second, it really killed the damage and the snowball potential from WE. We saw a couple fights where there's just not enough damage to get through the front line, get the resets, and there was always enough damage in the pockets of the Shy, who got fed early, made sure he carried his team weight, and going to be a likely pog for him as IG cruised to a game 1 victory.
And that's the IG that we want.
Matchup, so Cube will really lock that in. I gotta say, I think Renekton actually has some good value this game. Into both the Yorick and the Yone. Also can be big against the Lilia that had the understanding of, hey, our Lilia's ahead, right? I look at that CS gap in the jungle. If Lilia hits 6 off 1 grub, which she did, it might be a winning fight for us. Is now
Karis. Fate sealed on to 2.
Winning fights.
Lilting Lullaby goes in with the swirl seed wall.
Oh no!
Does block away JJ at the last minute. And in comes Monkey. No ultimate available now for the Lilia, and he will most likely drop. Dashing forward is Monkey. One Murata will do. It is going to be Vampire picking up first blood.
Oh, a flash flood from Jade. Into the wall, and that's why he ended up on the back half. It might have looked a little bit goofy there, but you got to clear those soldiers. The wall does have some thickness to it. JJ did not clear it. Now Cube. Oh, that's Cube. Beautiful from the Shy.
Nicely placed with the cage, and that should be Cube likely going down. The Fury bar is up, but the Cube. Popped. That's not bad though, because you can see W on the bottom side. They're picking up this dragon. That'll be a good trade for them. And with Cube surviving, that means that IG aren't able to get much more than just a plate. With Gala and Mako also trying to push this wave into the mid tower.
They did send him back to base.
The bottom of the screen is slightly favoring IG. We'll do some investigating. If anyone here knows,
oh, nice
an immediate flash here from Monkey to lock JJ into the wall. He flashes away though. Lilting Lullaby doesn't come out just yet. Only sleeping Vampire for now. As Rift Herald was already picked up, but now Mako has to flash away. Here comes Karis with a huge Shurima shuffle, but it's flashed away here by Rookie. Goes in with the Fate Seal, dashes back out. Health bars are low on IG side. Taeyun trying to finish off some kills. He gets one. Will he go over the...
keep that winner's bite tag rolling, and action continues to get back to live. Rookie took the top lane turret. Monkey trying to take the bot dragon.
Steals it away. Or he secures it for himself, I should say. WE 2-0. I say steal it away because it doesn't seem like WE should be in the position to secure these things.
Continue. I'm kind of surprised the Shy's even here. I felt like he would just resume bashing in that bot lane. But he's going to cast the Maiden. And of course, gets 4 little gremlins around that Maiden too. And just going to put full focus into this mid inner turret. Or inner outer turret. Which falls for free in favor of IG. And now the 3-lane push continues.
So Monkey barely able to survive there. Now going to try to punish the push from IG. As you see Karis on the top side, he's taking down a tier 1 of his own, so that's at least a match.
Actually, ate the E there from the Shy, and then how did that skirt by? What was the hitbox? Oh god, we go back to live monkey.
Raised by the tail as the Otacon has been started up here by WE. Looking for who ends up taking it down low. So you gotta fight on multiple fronts. Cube actually winning out in the 1v2 right now, stunning up Mako, not taking him down just yet. Monkey very low on health, very low on mana, and JJ can now go right back to the Otacon and take it down. Not even gonna be a contest, as there goes the blood petals in favor of Invictus Gaming. Again, Mako, as we already mentioned, as Invictus Gaming, after this one, 6 days time until they play up against Weibo. As the Dragon is gonna be started up by them. Remember that WE have taken the first 2, so not really in danger. Soul instead gonna be the impaling onto the Shy, but the bullet time gonna lock him up combined with the wall, but the Cube is there to try to peel him away. Karis trying to fight a 1v2 between Rookie and Mako. The Shy very low. The Shy will go down. A big shuffle will send Mako in, and WE are trying to come back here in this fight. Taeyun's still full HP in a 2v3. Mako low. The Rookie low. Taeyun flashes over, gets himself a double, and the triple kill to boot. Only Gala is left alive as he's defending against Monkey. Heart still proc, but Gala should say in a lot of trouble as he backs away. What a chaotic fight, but it's WE who end up coming out on top. They go 4 for 3.
At one point, WE, that one wasn't controlled there. It was a Dragon yoinked for IG, so that stops the stacking. I think that's big. It is a bloody fight. A lot of gold, though, went over to Taeyun. I gotta say, if anyone's gonna break this game, you gotta believe it's gonna be Taeyun, a potential 3-item Ezreal, if WE has any chance of winning this one later on.
And they're going to get this mid-tier 1 mostly. Finally.
That will be really key. Can help really set up MF too. I haven't mentioned that combo, but of course that bullet time goes over the sleep. So could be a big one. Right now, big TP coming in. As Karis looking for Rookie, but the Shy's joining.
He's potentially caught out here. A half HP with the Soul Unbound. Nice impale comes through from Monkey. And Rookie will drop alongside Mako. 2 for nothing already. The Shy is on the run, but the Shy will not run for much longer here. 4 members of WE still chasing him down. It is Taeyun picking himself up a double kill as it's another one fight for WE.
Big impale from Monkey. They're going to go straight to the Baron and everything for IG. I mean, it was so good until it wasn't, Grapes. Like, Rookie being there is a bit peculiar. I gotta say, I kind of missed that one. I was focused on the TP coming in from the Shy and not the fact that Rookie was just in Narnia. Gawa, JJ, not even in the same area code to try and help Rookie, who was on the other side of the wardrobe and in trouble. If he Fate Seals out of there, I feel like he is out of there.
But instead, he went straight into the Death Chamber on that gray screen. Now it is Baron in the hands of WE for a little bit more. And now Rookie could get caught in again. The Fate Seal gets canceled down to the impale of Monkey, who's having a terrific ending to this game. Taeyun picks up kill number 7.
Dragon starts, and frankly, the Shy also might be on the wrong side of the rift as Karis is collapsing.
Gets pushed right away from his entire team. Monkey here to try to close the gap as well. Karis at half HP.
Rookie
Here comes
TP.
Rookie, though. He's back from the Death Chamber, in with the teleport. Going to get matched here by Karis, who, remember, does not have the ultimate, but on the other side of the fight, it is JJ in a lot of trouble. Bullet time only locking down Cube right now. The Stair's already been popped. Rookie dashes forward, has to use the Soul Unbound to get back away. 5v5 on the map, but the health bars are so low. It's an all-out brawl in the bottom lane, and now IG are coming in to try to save the day. There's Rookie knocking down Karis. Taeyun the next to follow. He will go down as well to Gala, and IG find themselves the fight right back.
In that split fight, Lilia was able to operate the Seekers. It got JJ out, and the turn from IG got the team out as Gawa was the one that stayed healthy. Did a great job of stepping up, as you have to do on this BTMF. Cleaned up the fight, and that's probably to clean up the end of WE, as this guarantees that IG gets the Goldie. They're going to take the Dragon. They're going to take 2 turrets for themselves and crack open a big lead across the map.
Oh, man, that Baron power play not looking too good anymore, Covey, as only Vampire, I think, is the one left holding the buff.
For that QSS, Grapes, he's want the damage, trusting the hands on himself, does have that IE. And Mako actually, nice yoink.
He just gets eaten up here by the Impale. Karis picking up the kill. That's a big pick.
There's a blue ward. You can see it spotted by WE, but if you want to TP behind, that's it. But they're ripping it right now. JJ has flashed, wants to get in.
Oh, JJ, he's very far away. WE can just try to burst this down. There comes the flash. It's secured by Taeyun. And WE have themselves the Baron buff. But there comes the Fate Sealed. The Impale doesn't do too much just yet. But Cube will find the first kill in onto the Rakan. Already that Zanya is used here by JJ. But everybody in the back line of IG is still up and healthy. WE gonna pick one back up as JJ will fall. But it is going to be IG winning the
Big
fight.
Sleep, right? He didn't flash deep enough into WE to actually get in range to sleep multiple members, so it ended up kind of being a dud when we get into the replay. But the execute on Taeyun for JJ going from a Haas car to McLaren, you know?
Yeah, like the F1.
Yeah,
F1
yeah, there we go. There we go.
I should say, I'll continue here. We also have Cube pushing in the mid lane. He does not have the Baron buff, so it is just going to be the regular minions marching underneath that tier 2. Only the bot lane of WE currently possesses it. The empowered minions going to do some work here on the bottom side. Here comes Monkey, going to slide a slam, make over the wall. Going to use the Impale, but look at the bullet time. Look at the Fate Seal. Carrot's already forced to go gold, and Mateo's out of the fight as well. Back goes Rookie. Here comes the rest of the fight. Cube has finally arrived. The Shy going forward here with the ghouls. The health bars are low on WE's side. And now IG can continue the chase. Gala picks up the first kill. It's only on the Cube. How far can this Lilia go? He's fast. He's driving forward here, throwing at the swirl seed, slowing up Vampire. Here goes the Lilia. JJ looking to try to pick up more. The Deer gets Vampire. Karis doing some damage, but it's not nearly enough. He tries to throw out the Emperor's Divide, but JJ will throw out the Hourglass in response. Only Taeyun and Monkey will survive against all 5 of IG.
JJ, he's super fast. He's the fastest kid that he's ever seen. He's Sonic fast as Rookie. Gonna clean up Taeyun, and any hopes for a WE win gonna go out the window as JJ goes light speed, getting all the horsepower he can get out of that Deer and making sure that IG finds a clean 2-0, I gotta say, over Team WE.
Monkey's gonna have to just watch, pop a couple of dance moves, and watch his Nexus crumble before his eyes. Invictus Gaming claimed sole possession of 3rd place in the LPL. They go 2-0